So I just stumbled upon MyraOS, and it's this x86 Unix-like OS made entirely from scratch. Can you believe that?
Wait, seriously. A whole OS built from the ground up. That's impressive. What features does it actually have?
Well, it has protected mode, memory management, processes, and even drivers for things like keyboards and mice. It's way more than just a pet project.
Right, and it runs real apps, including games like Doom. That's kind of wild to think about. It's not just a demo.
Exactly, and you can run it on actual devices, not just in a virtual environment. It blurs the line between a toy OS and a functional one.
But doesn't that assume users know how to handle all that technical stuff? Like, not everyone is comfortable with QEMU or command line tools.
True, but the installation instructions are pretty straightforward. You just need to download the release and QEMU. How bad can it be?
That's fair, but I'm curious about the performance. I mean, can it really handle those games without a hitch?
Well, it seems designed for that. With features like paging and virtual memory, it should manage resources pretty well.
I'm still a bit skeptical. Any OS, especially one built from scratch, can have its quirks. What if something goes wrong?
Good point, stability is crucial. It would be great to hear user feedback on that. Plus, bugs are part of the development process, right?
Exactly. I also wonder about the support for future features. Is the creator planning to expand its capabilities?
The feedback section invites feature requests, so hopefully there's a roadmap. It shows they're open to improvement.
That's encouraging. It's interesting how community feedback can shape an OS's direction. Have you ever contributed to an open source project?
Not really, I've thought about it, but it feels daunting. What about you? Ever jumped in on a project?
I did once, and it was a mix of excitement and confusion. It's a learning curve for sure. Every little contribution counts.
For sure, and MyraOS seems like a perfect entry point for someone curious about OS development.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's too basic for some seasoned developers. Would they find it worthy of their time?
That's an interesting angle. I think it might serve as a great educational tool, even for experienced developers revisiting the basics.
That's true. Sometimes going back to the basics can spark new ideas or approaches. It might inspire more advanced projects.
Exactly. Plus, with features like a custom UI compositor, it's clear there's a focus on user experience too.
Right, a good UI is crucial. I can't believe it includes window widgets and a custom font too. That's pretty polished.
And the X2 file system support, that's significant for compatibility with many Linux applications.
Wait, does this mean it can potentially run Linux apps directly? That would be a game changer.
Not directly, but it opens up possibilities for similar app development. It's like bridging two worlds.
That could lead to some really interesting projects. But I'm curious about the challenges it might face in adoption.
Oh, for sure, the learning curve and technical requirements might deter some potential users.
And let's be real, the software ecosystem can be intimidating. How do you convince someone to switch to a new OS?
Exactly, there's also the question of support. Without a strong community, it can be tough to gain traction.
And if it runs into limitations, users might feel frustrated, which could drive them away.
Yes, a balance between functionality and user-friendliness is key. It's a tightrope walk for any new OS.
So if Myra OS can maintain that balance, it may carve out a niche for itself in the OS landscape.
Absolutely. It'll be fascinating to see how it evolves based on user feedback and community contributions.
And you know what? It could inspire others to create similar projects, sparking a whole new wave of innovation.
That's the beauty of open source. It's like planting seeds of creativity everywhere.
So I guess we'll have to keep an eye on Myra OS. Who knows what cool developments are on the horizon?
Definitely, I can't wait to see how the community engages with it. There's so much potential.
And it raises an interesting question. How do we define what makes an OS truly successful?
That's a deep one. Is it user adoption, feature richness, community support, or something else entirely?
I think it boils down to user experience. If people feel it enhances their computing, then it's successful.
So true, and if Myra OS can create that connection, we might witness something special unfold.
Well, I'm excited to see where this journey takes it. It's like watching an experiment in real time.